Hi, good morning. Maria here from Sweden. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to try out different ways of using my daily planner. As you know, I've transformed my business planner to a Filofax. I did that as the start of this year. I'm coming from the Happy Planner community, and I still use the Happy Planner for memory keeping and for some other things. But for professional life, for my business, I've decided to go to the more mature look. As you can hear, English is not my first language, so I hope you can bear with me when I'm struggling finding the words or the pronunciation. But I'm very happy for all the followers that I have and for all your nice comments. I am very humble for this community. This is one way of form. I set a goal for 2020, and that was to make my network larger, both in the real life but also here at the social media. So what I've done is that I started my own YouTube channel. My daughters, who are 25 and 26 and 23, they are very impressed of their mother, and as well as my fiance, of course. And what I've also done is that I've joined a business network for women, and we will have the first meeting next week. So I'm on my way, approaching my goal for the 2020. Anyhow, so thank you for watching, thank you for following, for subscribing, and if you would like to see what I do at my Instagram account, you'll find me at planner_mother of 3 as in the number. Well, and then you have to excuse the sound that's outside the window right now. They're doing something on the street, but I think that will end soon. Anyway, this business planner is I use two different calendars. And they all come from cloth and paper. I use the monthly and I use the dailies. I've also ordered the weekly, and they may come this week. And I'm so hot. Wait, I have to take off the coat. They arrive this week, hopefully, and then I'll see if I can use them in some way. As for now, it's quite chunky, my planner, so I don't know really how I will, be able to fit all in. But what I've done is that I took the first 6 months of the year, and I've put the monthly calendar for every month. And here I put different projects that I have, and I even put some thin washi tapes to make for me to be able to quickly see what's happening. And the black and white ones are when I'm not working. Well, actually I'm not working. Well, sometimes I work in the weekends, or I prepare in the weekend. But here it's something, it's happening something. We're gonna have a vacation for these days, so that's why they are also black. And these are days where I am coaching, where I am at my office for different dialogues, coaching with one-to-one person, and then I use these post-its to put things that are preliminary and that, you know, one day I will decide what date they will be, and then I write them into the day when they are due. Yeah, and this washi tape means that I'm going away and staying overnight. And I keep the washies here in my pocket where I have the zipper. So here I can, you know, take them out, and I can mark it in the monthly planner or calendar. And then for space reasons, I mean, I have to reduce some of the inserts because I need space for other things. I've decided that I'm gonna use only 1 month at a time for the dailies. And so what I'm thinking is that I may use the week as something that I can, you know, as I'm not being able to put more than 1 month of the dailies at a time, I can use the weekly calendar, let's say for the next coming 2 months, and on the, you know, specific date I can write things, notes to remember. And then the monthly will be a, you know, nice overview for me to see if I have enough of work. I've also written with a very thin color, light color the name is, and thin letters or numbers, the number of the week, because in Sweden people tend to talk about what's happening at the week number 11, and I am not good on that, but in this way I can, you know, see, you know, when you know the date is and what the week number is. Under the list, these dividers are from cloth and paper also. So under the list I have 1 month of dailies, and here I write, you know, what's happening, what I'm gonna do, things to do, priorities, notes, and so forth. So I was thinking that I was going to try some, you know, things, because I've also bought the stickers that you can use for coding different things, and I'm you know, as this is in the beginning of my cloth and paper career and the Filofax career, I am not really sure how I'm gonna use these and the colors and everything, but what I decided is that the color scheme, the series of different colors will be in these very modern, up-to-date colors, and all of these are also bought from the cloth and paper store that I really love. I love them for being very fast in their deliveries, and I love them, of course, because I really love the layout, the way they use the letters, the space, and everything. Okay, so let's try this and we'll see. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, and see if you want to stay around and see how this works out. I thought that I was going to go back in January, and I'll start with the 16th because that's when I started to work after being at home or having vacation for a couple of weeks during Christmas. So I started, you know, using the Filofax system because I was waiting for the cloth and paper, and I surprisingly really liked how this one was, you know, set up. I was in a way very tired of this layout because it looks like it always has, and that's maybe good, but I don't like the yellow paper. And I used this when I was younger, in the 80s and in the beginning of 90s, and I thought that no, I'm not that happy for this, you know, classic version. I really need to have dailies where there is a lot of space to write. But as I was waiting for the delivery, I started out with this one. And as I said, I was surprised how well it functioned. So what I did was that I put the meetings that I had, and I marked them with my liners. I have plenty of them in different colors. And as I knew that I was going to go in this color, do you say scheme? Color series colors, in these kind of colors, these and the grays. I thought that I was going, you know, to mark them with the same colors here. And so I just, you know, put a small square, easy, fast and easy, in front of the meetings, and then when I had done them, I checked them off. On this side, I wrote things to remember or things to do. So as you can see, I used them quite well. Then I got sick. I've been a lot sick lately. I don't really get, you know, I really don't get, I'm not 100%, I'm like 85 or 90%. But here I was very, very sick, so I had to cancel all my meetings, and then I was at a work that I couldn't cancel on the 30th, and then I stayed at home. But as you see, I made these small squares like in the Bujo bullet journaling system, and marked them when I did them, and I put an arrow when I have to transform it to another day. And that's the way I'm gonna use in the dailies also, the ones that I use now. So you can see I've done different things here. Here I used these kind of post-its to mark, you know, some preliminary meetings that I have, and it's kind of, yeah, it's colorful and nice. Anyway, so but then I got the cloth and paper delivery, and then I transformed everything to the new system. So let's see. And as January has passed and I haven't, you know, I don't need it for the planning ahead, but I can use them for, you know, documenting the things that I have done. I thought that I could also, you know, try out different things. Anyway, so the 16th, let's see, here are my pens that I bought from the cloth and paper also. They are two different thicknesses. One is 0.4 and the other one is 0.5. And the brand is Zebra Dry Gel, and I think the version or the model is called Sarasa Dry. And they are quite thick to hold, but I like them. I come from using the Micron, and I have them in all different shapes and forms, and I used the Unipen, also nice in different sizes, and I used the Muji, both the permanent ink and the ones that you can erase, and in all different sizes. And I use the friction clicker that you can erase, and I really like that one too. What else do I use? For writing, I think these are my favorites. Or should I, let's see. Here is the Muji that you can erase. And yeah, well, yes, of course. These also, I love these. Le Pen, and they are from Marvi, and they are very, very thin and slim, and they have a very nice tip. So, as you can see, I am a pen hoarder. I have probably thousands of pens. and I am ashamed right now because I realize that that's the fact. And I don't think that even 1,000 would be enough. And well, this is my hobby, so it's all good, right? Anyway, so these pens I'm going to try. I'm going to try also these liners that comes from Stationery, and this is a nice, you know, a very modern way of using, you know, very nice colors with the classic highlighter. And then of course we have the mine liners that I also keep in different colors. That could be nice. I don't know if you see everything here, but okay. And then we have the stickers. So let's see how they look like. The stickers are in different shapes. Here are circles, and here are hexagons, and here are the squares, and here are small tapes, and here are the corners. So you've got 2 stickers for each square. And this color is called Nude. It goes perfectly well with this one. And then I have the, oh sorry, I have, oops, these, and these are called Cotton. The color is called Cotton, and they are, you know, in the same as kind of forms, shape and forms. I am going to order different other colors also, because I really like how these turn out. But I'm not sure how I'm going to use them, so I thought that I was going to try this out. And please join me. Let's see. Okay, here was a day when I went. I went to another town called Uppsala for work, and so I write here that I am on my way to Uppsala. Here I have to take the train. It takes about 40 minutes to get there. And I had one coaching at 9. Her name is Yvonne. And then I had a plan meeting with my colleague. Her name is Cecilia. We own the company together, and she lives in Uppsala. So I said that when, as well, you know, I'm here, so let's have the meeting there. And we had lunch together with another person also. And then I had a coaching with a person called Helena. And then I went back to Stockholm, where I live, around 4. So that was that day. And we had a lot to do that day. We had to plan we're gonna have a course for a big company in Uppsala, so we had to plan that course, and we had to plan. I'll have to write in Swedish before I speak. We're going to start a new leadership course that we have, and we had to do some planning for that. And we had also to go through our calendars to see different, important dates together. And well, that's what we did. So this time I used the check off. Sometimes I cross and sometimes I fill in the circle. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. But the priorities this time, this day, I didn't have any that I can remember. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put I will use this one. So if I'm gonna use these stickers, I'm thinking of using well, my first choice would be the dots, and I am thinking of using them to mark my different assignments. That these are work that I do that I get paid for. So in that way I can see, you know, that here I have two different working assignments, and then I had some other things to do. I think that's a very nice way of, you know, using the stickers. And then I could try, so this is one way, and then the 17th I had a lot of different things going on. Now I'm gonna use the thinner one, and this is this one, 0.4 from Cloth and Paper. And here I had some coaching to do with a woman called Sophia, and then I had another coaching at 11. Her name was Caroline, and then I had another coaching here, and her name was Marit, and I know that I'm gonna talk to her for 5 times. So this was the first of 5 different coaching sessions. And then I actually, right now I realized that I did this wrong, so I had to use this one. Darn. Anyway, I'll go for this one. Wasn't that happy. Do I have here? I have another one. Let's see. This one is from Muji. They are very, very good. I think they have in different thicknesses. I really would like to have these, whatever you call them. What do you call them? Flex roller. Well, Tippex, we would say in Swedish. I really would like to have them in, you know, the bright white color. These are a little bit going on to the more yellowish. It's perfect for the table, but as I have a scratch here, so now I hide it again, and we'll see for how long this will last. Anyway, Marit I met at 1 o'clock, and then I had a after work with a woman called Inger at 3, and then I had another after work. We went to a restaurant called Melander's with Charlotte and company, and then we went to theater. We saw a comedian, Sissela, and it was quite nice. And then we had this, we took a drink with Charlotte and Emma and Lena. So it was quite a hectic day. It was a very nice day. And so if I am going to not use the stickers, but I'm going to use the mind liners for the ones that again is coaching or an activity where I earn money. so it's not a social thing. I am trying different techniques here. Let's underline or use the mind liner. Let's do like this. How dark is this gray? I have to just check it up. Oh, you know, when you're doing planning and you don't find one paper and you have papers everywhere. Anyway, I'll try here. Let's see. It's quite dark. Here is another one that is quite dark. Here is one that is very dark, so I won't use that one. Not for the underline or overlining it. Oh, goody. Anyway, I think I'll use the Stationery. Let's see. So this is an activity where I earn money, and this one also, and this one. So here I've used the Stationery to line the activities where, you know, I earn some money. I don't know how you say that in English in a better way, but and the other things are planning meetings or just social meetings. So that's one way of using the daily. And then we had, let's see, I have to write the 17th was a Friday, and that's fredag in my language. And here is Thursday, and that is torsdag. Because these don't have any days on them. Let's see, so 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and then the 20th. I had this telephone meeting with a person called Susanne, because we were going to have a conference the week after, and she was one of the head speakers, and I wanted to talk to all of them before, you know, they were going to perform at my big day. So we had a telephone meeting at 11, and here I had a very hectic day planning for different activities that were going to happen. So these were the things that I had to do, and the priorities for this day was, of course, planning. And this was a Monday. And as this was a meeting, well, I'll leave it like this. I go for another day here, the 21st. The 21st was a Tuesday, it's called tisdag. And here we had a meeting with an accountant who was helping us with some professional advice. And here I write a note for myself where I can find the notes from that day. And then I had this coaching at 10:30 with a leader that I met for a couple of years. And then I had another one coaching here. And here I had a meeting that didn't show up. I had a miscommunication. So I have to write that down so I remember that, and I can go back and see, you know, how many meetings did we have and so forth. I use my digital calendar, my Outlook, for everything. So all of these you can find in my calendar, but you don't see any of this in my calendar. Yeah. And here on Wednesday, which is called onsdag, I had one meeting with a person called Linda, and another one with a woman called Viveka. Her I met nine times, and she said that now she doesn't need me she's a leader, and right now she feels that she is all equipped with different thoughts and techniques and everything. So she said that she takes a pause, and she will call me when she needs me again. And here I have some things I have to do, because this one was a person that I finished with. It was the 5th of the 5th, so we were all done, and I had to send a invoice for that one. So here I have a small circle as a mark, and I used the circle here to remind myself that I have to send an invoice for that, because I am all finished. Here I was supposed to go to a session, but here I am feeling quite strange, and when I get home I am very sick. I have high fever, and I think that it must have been the flu that I got. So here I write down that I got sick with feber and asthma. And then, as I told you before, I got a week of coughing and a bad asthma. I had to go to the emergency a couple of days later after that. So let's see. Now I've tried, I've used the stickers to mark out where I have my, professional assignments. Here I use the color coding, and what I can do is that I can use, other colors to mark the social or for planning or something, but I'm not really sure how I like it, being all colorful. But here I really would like to, to see that this is the work. So what should I do? I could also do the things that I've done with, in my other calendar that I marked like this. But these are the professional part, and after that, when I'm done, I just mark them off. And here I can use the mind liner to mark maybe these, that this was a professional and this is a professional and this was not a professional one. So there are plenty of ways of marking if you would like to, be able to quickly see, what's planning and what is your social things and what is your work thing. Because between this meeting that I had and this one, of course I eat a lunch, but then has been a lot of activities around them. I haven't marked them here, but I have this really long to-do list, and as I was in another system, I think I bought the calendar, I think I bought it like here. I may have, gone away drawing, you know, for this here, I think. And I didn't buy it, but I went to look at it and to feel it, and then I ordered it at the internet. But as I've been, you know, using other systems, I have these different to-dos, and I, you know, been, you know, checking them off, and that's what's happening between the different things that I'm going to do for the day. And instead of having them on separate lists, I put them on the to-do ones. So they look like this. Sorry. Like this, where you can see the things. And I think that you don't, I mean, you can do small things, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to-dos every day when you have other things to do also is, you know, probably enough for the day. So let's see. Here are some different ways of marking to make the assignments to pop up. Underline it, or put a square on it, or just leave it as it is, or you mark it like that, or you use the stickers. I am for sure using the these corners for the days in the monthly where I see that I have assignments. In that way, I will have a very easy way of, you know, seeing that, okay, that's a day when you have different projects, because my work is that sometimes I can have, like today, I don't have any assignments. I planned like that so that I will have one day at home preparing and planning for a big assignment that I have in a couple of weeks. And some other days I can have up to 4 or 5 different customer-related assignments. So the days will look very, very different from one day to another and one week to another. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this was some kind of inspiring for you. I myself am always looking for new channels to be inspired of, and so if you have one channel that you think that I could be, you know, could be useful for me to follow, please write your address, at YouTube or at Instagram in the comments below, and I'll find you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having a nice day. Bye bye!